Yay! That'll go with everything else I'm doing. So I've got Fantastic Sherlock Fox running to see if he's got any cobblestone we could steal from him, just to save me the trouble of going and mining it. But it's one of those 6 of one, half does the other type things. We can always choose some other material if we need to. So apparently, I started on the wrong foot when I started this evening because, last thing I did before I started was to take a quick break and forgot to switch to the starting soon screen. So, mistakes were made, but that's okay. If there was ever a smooth stream without a mistake in it, it wouldn't be a proper Delenn stream, right? We're all good. Hey Poodle, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yay! I like that one. That's a fun one. Let's see what I've got live. Where did I put that? It got on the screen, but I can't remember where I put that. Probably under alerts somewhere. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. No worries. We do. It's cute. I'm glad you like it. I'm really glad you like it. That makes me feel good. Because sometimes I wonder about stuff. I mean, you're the one that selected the material, but I'm just the one who cropped it and found the boat. I tried to give it a shake, but it doesn't look right. I even tried to add an effect where it has like an old movie frame that just isn't quite synced, and that didn't work either. Thank you, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, for catching the shout out for Poodle Pirate. I really do appreciate that. Alright, so this morning's weirdness. Actually, do I have any cobblestone in here? Huh. Okay, well I can steal that as a start. Put those ones away and steal that. And I will put this pick in there so that I don't use it for anything else. You have lots. Excellent. As you can see, I can make some. It's easy to do. I just, at the moment, have an efficiency 3 pick for it, because I tend to waste them completely. And I'm looking for all the pieces for Yellow's house. So Yellow redeemed a house this morning. I think I'm going to go with a wood roof, but he wanted a yellow theme to the house, which is kind of interesting given the woods that, I don't even know what that is, given the woods that we've got. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to use for outside edge. I'm probably going to do the walls in a stripped birch cut like this. This is sort of a yellow-ish theme. He didn't object, although stripped oak might actually work better in a more yellow theme, and then we just go with an oak all around, which is probably the smarter of the two paths. But to begin with, we're going to need some regular logs and a lot of walls. And yeah, I think that's it. So I am nicking a design from another book from the Minecraft, it's like a Minecraft Castles thing. But we're going to try and customize a little bit as we go through, just making it a bit different as we go. Whatever the derps happen to be is what we're going to get. I missed that, my apologies. So let me just double check. Get my chat up top.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, so what have we got? I missed part of your conversation, Robo Crusher. I do apologize. Yes, actually, weirdly enough, you are right. Most people I know have no clue what that's all about. Okay, so I'm going to back that up. So Robo Crusher pointed out that there is a barber shop in Shrewsbury, England that is called Lads and Dads, but I'm pretty sure it was not available in the mid-12th century. So that's a little bit of a challenge there. However, that said, we will try and put a reference to something like that. 14, 13, 12, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Oops. So we'll try and put a reference to it. The theme for the base this year, although it looks just purely medieval, it's actually referring to a book series, a mystery book series that was set in that period. So what am I doing here? 8 wide, 9 wide. Let's see. This is 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. There we go. This one's out, and this one's out. That looks weird, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go. And is it 8 by 8? 9. No, it's 9 going one way, and it's rectangular. Yeah. Why am I does it still have a cattle market? I don't know. Yeah, so, very, very random. So I like medieval things, but I also absolutely love mysteries. For reference, sorry, I'm a little surprised people actually know about it, which is interesting. Last season, did I still have carpet art? Yeah. Because I like the book series, last season I did a very large carpet art. That's 150 square. It's 150 by 150, all done out of carpet. So that's the cover of one of the Cadfael Chronicles novels. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it's the Advent? I'll have to remember. I'm not used to being asked the question, so I completely forgot. You know, one of those you know it until suddenly you don't moments. Let's see. Oh, no, wrong one. Minecraft stuff. Influences. Ideas. And this one was called A Rare Benedictine. So it's talking about the advent of Brother Cadfael. Yeah. So that was my major build last year. And last season's builds were all mystery themed. For example, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So last year. Wait a minute. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's pretend that these aren't here. There was a reason at the time, but there isn't now. But anyways, where I was going with this was to say that last season all my builds were mystery themed. So for example, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 7. I did a build based on, well, 2 builds based on Hercule Poirot for Agatha Christie, and we had Murder on the Orient Express, and we had the Death on the Nile. So we built 2 very large statues for that one, and I designed a riverboat to go with that for the Nile. We had a couple of references to Sherlock Holmes. One was a very, very large statue, and one was a what's the word? I can't think of the word today. One was a very large statue. Oh yeah, one was a Minecraft bee block. So basically, literally, it was just a beehive. And that was just referencing Sherlock Holmes with the Sussex Downs retirement as a beekeeper. When the third piece we had done related to Sherlock Holmes was a large magnifying glass. And the other one I focused on was G.K. Chesterton's character Father Brown by rebuilding a version of the cathedral at Blockley, England, because that was, even though it's Anglican, it was actually used as the Catholic location for the filming of the Father Brown TV series. Hello, Super Dude. Good to see you. Unfortunately, you cannot, and the reason for that is actually this one is a server belonging to, oops, sorry, I can spell today, belonging to Dadcraft. So DC is okay, and it's for his Patreon members. So his Patreon members are, what do you call it? They're supporting him financially. That's where a lot of that's coming from. Okay, where are we here? So so as you can see, I do enjoy mysteries quite a lot, and this season I decided, since the Brother Cadfael series is 20 books long, then I could get away with theming most of this on that, and I've done a little bit of homework on there. For example, you saw the carpet art I did last year. My major focus reference this year is the sketch map of Shrewsbury, and hopefully it won't be too big. Yeah, there we go. And so as you can see, I lucked out on the Survival Multicraft server to get a piece of land that actually isn't necessarily all that far off. So I did not terraform most of this. I mean, the grave stuff you can see I'm trying to get down. So yeah, I got a lot of it. And then we sort of did the Abbey, kinda, sorta, maybe. So we sort of referenced it going this way. It's a little bit different than the one in the books, but the one in the books actually, I discovered, never really existed. I mean, as per normal, you know, that makes sense. But the building itself existed, but they don't really know what it was other than it looked like a Benedictine abbey. That's really all they know. So the generic shape, I took some inspiration a little bit from the television series sets that they used. So the television sets that they used, except the funny part is those are, oh, phooey, where did I say they were? I'm trying to remember. It was, I think it's in Hungary. It's in the National Film Studios. So it's neat because some of the film sets were the same. Yep. So some of the film sets or the TV series were also the same film sets they used for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and a few other movies like that. So this is sort of the sketch map of the area, which is found in the Brother Cadfael Companion, big thick book. I'm a bit of a nerd for it. Not hugely, but a bit of it. And then we've got, that's the front of the real Shrewsbury Abbey, the way it looks. So I tried to replicate that. Actually, I haven't shown people that in a while. So I tried to somewhat replicate that. You'll have to excuse the trees, I just needed a place to build. So if I can land in, let's see if I can land in this. Oh, nope, apparently not. But you can see from the picture there that I made some attempt to try and make it look a little bit like the real place. Didn't get too fussy on it. A lot of the main portions of the Abbey at St. Peter and St. Paul are non-existent anymore. See, there's an aerial shot from the side, and ours looks kind of like that a little bit. It's not great, but, you know, Minecraft being Minecraft. Not perfect. I'll give you a quick flyover. Yeah, better landing than earlier today, that's true. And I've turned that one into one of the featured clips, so it'll be here. So, we got the tree in the way, but you can sort of see... see if I can do this without dying. Nope, I landed right back where I started. How useful. Anyway, you can see that I'd made some attempt to do a little bit of it to look kind of like the real place existed. If you've got one, Poodle, certainly would appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. As we can get a roll on Yellow's house. He needed it too. So sorry for apologizing or for writing. I can't actually type and talk at the same time. Yeah, I attempted to defy physics a little bit. Mildly amusing. So we've got some of that building built, as you can see over here, and then what else did I work with? We also, so there's an abbey. Yeah, there's the drawing of what the abbey should have looked like in the Gueston, but that's about the 16th century, 1500s, 1600s, possibly. Actually, that might have been, I'm wrong, actually, I think that's the 17th century. I did do a little bit of homework on that one. And then, where's the other piece? So, giving you the clue, like in the real space, we actually did take a look at some of the archaeology involved. Which? Oh, I see. So we did look at some of the real space. So that's Google Maps you see on the screen there now. And then adding to that, just to make life really complicated, I went and looked up the archaeology of the actual castle when it was there, which is part of why mine's a Mott and Bailey design. This is right side up for the label purposes, although upside down for the way I've built the castle. But you can see at the south side there, that's actually the Mott, which is the hill. So let me fly back and give you an idea of what's going on. So we're sort of a quick in and out type tour. You can start to see that I've built a little bit on a hill. Can I do this without? Could be worse. Yeah. Purposes are not reality. If that makes any sense. Okay, there we go. So we can sort of see what we're doing. So this is the hill portion, and it's much smaller than would have really been there. I just figured for Minecraft purposes it was worth it to be smaller. And then, so we've got ourselves the iron farm in there. And then the, oh, I'm not showing you stuff because I blocked it on screen. My apologies. Let's take this, and we'll shrink it. There we go. That's a little bit better. So if I was to face the same direction as the picture, I would be probably more like this, with the Mott being kind of under the picture, right? And then the Bailey space out front. So that's what I built. That's what they figured the first one that lived there, or that first castle that was there would have been like. By the time that the early, well, nearly mid 1100s, the 12th century was rolling around, it was starting to switch. And the Normans were actually in the process of changing over the castle from being a Mott and Bailey style with a lot of wood over to being one of the more typical castle stone styles. So I kind of referenced that a little bit by the fact that I let myself use stone towers here and inside, and then the wall is partially stone, because the idea is that it's going to be converted to a different castle once we get more of the town and stuff rolling. You got your command ready. Ooh. So I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything else that I wanted to address in the pseudo-tour stuff. Let's see. Pirate, Shrewsbury. Yeah, so I was quite surprised that Robo Crusher recognized Shrewsbury. Most people don't. Okay. Let's see. Give me dirt and I can get you cobble. Ha! Okay, over here. Oh, I see. I see. I missed something that was going on in the background. Springer's still awake! Woo! That's impressive. Okay, there we go. I'm not quite sure what I missed about the conversation with Robo Crusher, so I do apologize. If all else fails...
Hello?
If all else fails, I do have a channel for the mods on Discord in the background, and so if something comes up that anybody needs to mention, then they can definitely poke me and I'll just take a quick boo at what's in there. Okay. Yep. Alright. The back and forth. So, one of the things that is noted in real Shrewsbury that doesn't happen here, as you can clear, or you could have earlier clearly seen, is we got more of a ravine for our water, whereas real Shrewsbury is actually far lower and closer to the water level. And as people were referencing in chat, it does get flooded. And that's part of why today portions of the castle are no longer in existence, is because they basically, the hill on the back side literally washed away. Kind of like the hill champion people. Yeah. This morning I was trying to... You live there? Holy moly! Cool, you rock! That would explain being able to find it. Okay, I'm scrolling through here, I'm just about done. And the Sherlock box crashed into Little Pirate delivering dirt? That's hilarious. If I can, yes. One of the things I have not had the time to do, but intend to do, I'll give you a quick boo, is I have got reference materials. So we're not going to go through all of them because that's just silly. But my main focus piece that I'm using, and I'll have to ask your indulgence, no bad puns intended, but I have to go poke through that, and you can see it's kind of thick. Poke through that and start making myself a list of major buildings that were referenced in the book series, just so I can make some sort of reference to them. I won't be able to do it perfectly, but if I can do that. And as far as looks go, I'm stealing from some of the more generic Minecraft medieval stuff, but we got more information book. Of course, we got lovely little medieval castles and info on the Crusades for background. So I've got some pictures and things in some of these books and the castle stylings. So it's giving me a bit more idea of what the look would be, which is not bad, and gives me something more to work with. The other thing is I'm combining that with some ideas based on castles we got to see on our holiday trip to Ireland, and the way some of the older ones were sketched out. It was pretty cool. So both Springer and RoboCrusher might be mildly amused. In the novels for the Catfile series, there we go, Chronicles, there's a town to the west, I guess at the time it would have been a village, to the west of Shrewsbury, which I actually don't recall if it still exists. I don't think it showed. No, not on my map crop. Okay, but to the west it was called Frankwell in the series, and they had a little road that comes in to the west side of Shrewsbury. Well, we just got lucky in Minecraft, and we just ended up happening to have a naturally generated village up here. So I just said, okay, I don't intend to build Frankwell, so we'll just take that and we'll just drag it along and bring it into Shrewsbury. Although I'm not going for topographics on Shrewsbury because that would be so much terraforming in Minecraft that it's just kind of crazy. And so basically, rather than being Frankwell because it's fake Frankwell, we now have Fakewell. Yeah, this is the town of Fakewell. I wasn't sure if it was still there or not, or if it did it. So yeah, that's the. So when Springer's been watching me for quite a while and had no clue, and part of it is because so few people have any idea about the region, that I could get away with very, very general references, but you guys can, basically you can call me on it now. So, Fox and Poodle, where did you guys end up? Ah, never mind. Shulker cobbled just inside your nether roof portal. Can do. I was just going to ask you where it went. Alrighty. Boys, you can stay there. That's okay, close enough. Woohoo! Alright. Okay, so this would be... The teal one is from Poodle, right? And Fox, did you say you actually were putting some in there, or did you end up going and sticking it in the mailbox? That's question 2, I guess. So first is this one from you, Poodle? And second question is, Fox, if you had delivered it, where did yours go? That's actually cyan. Hello! Cyan one's for you? Okay, perfect. Cyan's my favorite color, but right now I've got other things in a cyan chest that I know what it is, so I won't mix them up. And would you like the shulker back when I've emptied it? That's the other question. You know, it never hurts to quick run. If I'm gonna go check them, buy my wool farm, but only a few stacks. Perfect. Okay, good. I don't have to check the mailbox. Aha! Yay! Yeah. That's exactly it, Springer. One is literally on the doorstep, and the other one is has been there before and knows far more about it, which I find amusing. I mean, it's funny in a lot of senses, but also I'm really half expecting, you know, that somebody's going to tell me I'm messing it up.
It's wrong.
You know, there's always that. Do I know Gutty? Not in a personal sense, but yes, I've raided into him on more than one occasion. Yeah. I've raided into Gutty on definitely more than one. Ah, I see, yes. Yes. I like his work a lot.
2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate!
Sorry guys, I got thirsty. Yeah, it's funny actually, he was kind of amused by the idea that I was doing something based on an actual place, based on an actual thing. Okay, where am I here? 1, 2, 3. I've got the cobblestone and it threw me for a moment. Let's grab a stack and a bit. Gutty is an amazing streamer, and he's very conscious of his... cognizant, I guess, maybe is probably a better way of putting it. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I was gonna put a doorway in here, and then I decided not to. Trust me, there's a reason. And I'm going to need to vent this one, so we're going to need some stairs. Can't remember if I had cobblestone stairs or not. The number of times I've been through my inventory, I haven't the foggiest. Okay, this one. I love England, and I would totally live there. Like, England and Ireland and UK, like that whole geographic region is just beautiful, even though I know there's a lot of different weather, and it can be wet, or it can be, you know, crazy. It can be political, it can be windy, it can be stormy, it can be hot, it can be everything. We got prairies. Flat prairies. I'm not in the worst province of the country for flat prairies, but yeah, it's not ideal. And so we got back from our trip to Ireland and I just said, are you kidding me? It's just flat. It looks really unexciting. Let's see, what did I have here? 4, that's what I'm looking for. How tall did I put this? 1, 2, 3, 3? Okay. That's true, we have foothills and those Rocky Mountain things, but we actually have to drive to get to them. They're not somewhere that you can walk. I know it sounds silly to say that, but the idea of we wouldn't do it for a jaunt, but the idea of 3.5 hours for one way for a trip is not uncommon, and we don't have to book a place overnight for something like that, although we usually do. But that sort of thing is not uncommon over here, just because Canada is, as our arrogant worms love to point out, really big. Really, really big. So for us to go to we have one provincial park that happens to be inside our city. And it worked out, like it's a nice place there, but in all honesty, to get to the nearest national park, it happens to be the oldest one, but it's like an 1.5 hour drive. The Appalachian foothills, I think you guys might understand down there more what I mean by foothills. Whereas we've got a, what's the term, a blow-in? Yes, that doesn't sound family-friendly, but it is. A blow-in set of family in Ireland. They were talking about having seen Canada, you know, lived in Canada and all that stuff. Now that they live in Ireland, they said the Irish don't have any clue what a mountain is. They're referring to mountains, and he just wants to laugh. I was looking for... I was in the right box, but there wasn't any stairs, right? Do not cobble ones. Okay, we're good. Do I want to make... I think we can make the... Do I have a spare cutter? I do not have a spare cutter, so I'm just going to steal the one from the poor guy over here, because he's not going to need it anyway. Yeah, the Appalachian foothills and mountains are both beautiful. Not this time, haha. Usually you get me, but not this time.
Hello.
Hey, Lyric! It's a very lyrical whistle. Speaking of whistles, I did actually pick up 2 of them while I was in Ireland. No, sorry, 1 of them. But it turns out it's in the same key as the Scottish one I've already got. But hey, I got the learning book now, so there's no excuse for me not to try it. So we actually had people in Stream Lyric that know what I'm doing, which makes me feel a little awkward because I never know what I'm doing. What do I want? I want... Okay, well maybe I have what I need. Let's make some stairs. I think. Actually, I think now that I've done it, that's dumb. Shouldn't have done that. Because having regular stairs of blocks makes more sense in this case. So let's temporarily punch a hole in the corner. It's going to be in the corner on purpose, just because I haven't done the next floor yet to be able to get out. Let's see what we got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Trying to figure out how to balance this relatively evenly. I guess I want 3 windows, not 4. So let's go this spot and that one. 1, 2, 3. This one, that one. Actually, 2 will work just fine. That is wrong, right? Yeah, I did this one wrong. I think. Nope. Pardon me. But these are more for venting than anything else. That's part of why I'm not too fussed on the way they look. Yeah, there we go. They're weird, but it'll do. It's just for venting. Maybe I should just put the other ones in after all. Dylan can never decide. Yeah, that's probably better. It's just vents. Hey Max, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. 1, 2, 3. I'm building a house, hopefully... Oops, that's not gonna work. Got a vent, but not there. So the front is 9 wide, and this is only 7 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2. Skip 2. That doesn't look right. Let's vent a little wider. I'll do it this side instead. Hello! Oops. Hello! Hey James, how are you doing? We got all the cool people today. New cool people? Cool people I've seen before. This is an amazing day. Welcome to Tuesday. Or, well, sorry. James, welcome to Wednesday. James is one of our fine folks from the Eastern Hemisphere, a little bit. So, yeah, he's already testing out Wednesday for us. So far, so good, James? Morning started off all right? It's Thursday. No. Can't be Thursday. Really? Probably is. My kind of luck. Nope. He's still testing Wednesday. But, yeah. Thinking, what am I doing here? Timing. Yeah, but that's because it's already Wednesday for you, Springer. And so he's testing still on Wednesday. He nearly gave me a heart attack. Like, what happened to my day? I've got meetings on Thursday. There we go. This does look a little bit odd, but I think I like it. So the reason there's no door on this floor, the reason I just punched a hole in the front, is because for security purposes, I figured yellow's worth a little bit of extra security. For security purposes, there actually were, trust me, I looked into it. 1, 2, 3, and I got this one wrong. there actually were houses which, where you didn't enter until you got to the 3rd floor. Or, well, not, sorry, let me correct that. Wrong floor. I'm not even saying it right. Where you did not enter on the ground floor, you entered on the 1st floor. And I'm making the distinction between ground and first. Across the pond style. It seems that mostly North Americans do it the other way. And so people didn't enter until the next floor, which means that it was a lot easier to put secure things, so you could have your storage and whatnot down on the bottom, and then you could block your door from the inside, and it was more difficult for people trying to break and enter into your house, because they'd have to deal with the stairs as well. I'm missing Fantastic Sherlock Fox's comments, but I'm not sure necessarily wanted to know sometimes. Oh, I see. Lyric, I'm sorry to hear that tomorrow's gonna be stressful. Yeah, but it sounds like... There we go, I'll skip that one. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox was asking, does that mean everybody has to look unrealistically pulled together and doing something close to work but with no mess? Well, maybe less mess than usual, I suppose? Alright, let's see what's the next floor. Trying to think about how I did this. Okay. As I said, I'm nicking the design from another book. Alright, and the water cup holds it up. So what we need now is love, sweet love. No, not quite. Okay, do I have walls? I haven't used walls in so long, I have no idea what we've got. Act as if the people touring don't exist. Uh-huh. That's what they tell you. They certainly know that if you were goofing off, they would give you the what for pretty quick. I do hope it goes smoothly for you, though. Guess I didn't have any fences. Okay, well, we're going back outside because our walls are cheaper out there. Alright, so... 2, 3, 7. Okay, it doesn't know how to do it. That would have been sensible. Put a box down, it makes more sense. Okay. Last time we had people touring, I had a funny mishap, though. I've got diamond bits to make my grind wheels square. Oh, okay. I got it. Yep. And just as they got behind me, ka-chunk. Uh-oh. Well, that's not a good way for your day to go. How tall is that wall going to be? We're looking at... What the heck? Oh, I see. It can't count. Gotcha. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No, I think that works. Well, I mean, that's part of your day, right? The bits do break. It happens. There's not much you can do about it. And that's part of your day, so... Let's go. What was I doing for the floors? I think it's oak. It was spruce floors. Okay, well, use the 7 I've got as a spacer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Apparently I had more spruce planks than I thought I did. Okay. So we can do flooring. Itchy nose. You knew exactly what happened, just watch me just shrug and keep going. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just seeing that James comment about the mending enchantment. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use these for spacers. I have to be careful how I put them down, because planks are directional. I honestly didn't know that till last season. Planks aplenty, yeah. And I can always cut more if I need to. Alright. What I wanted to do is I want the corners vertical. So I have to sort of fake it. Come on. Vertical. There we go. Take this one off. And that one off. Jump. First gotta give Lyric a chance and made me feel like I earned the job. Well, that's awesome. It always feels good when you feel like you've actually earned the work you're doing. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I think what I'm going to do is this instead. There, that works. Because I could use the ones where there's bark all the way around the outside, but they're not very realistic. Can I can't reach the floor. Aw. Wine. Well, yes. No, I follow that. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and I totally understand that. There was a good high school friend of Fantastic Sherlock Fox's that that gave him a recommendation or sort of a referral to apply for a job at the his company, and so Fox got the job, and then the other guy ended up getting a bonus out of it, but that wasn't why he recommended him. He just thought that Fox would be good at the job. So it was score all around, really. Oops, did that wrong. I missed one. There we go. And thought you didn't know. Yeah, word like that always gets round. But I mean, that's part of what the incentive is for, to get people to recommend people. It's not just, recommend your family, it's recommending people you think would be good for the job. Because it makes it a lot easier than the company having to go. But it sounds like he told you, and then you're like, and? I wasn't going to worry about the floors on this one, because of course it's going to make things dark down below, but it makes it easier for me to figure out the spacing outside. And my brain doesn't like having a hole in the floor, because then I can't run from one side to the other. Yeah, I hear you on the previous job type. A friend of mine, actually a friend of ours, pardon me, excuse me. Right. I forgot, I belted over one. A friend of ours actually used to work as a gentleman, night staffer, I wouldn't say security, but night staffer for 7-Eleven, and that was a weird one. Because they had incentives to recommend your friends, but generally they weren't hiring anybody at all until the first person quit. So it's kind of like, yeah, you can get the incentive on your last paycheck because you hired your replacement. Like, that doesn't make much sense at all. Okay. How tall do I want this? Right. 3 with bottom is 4, 5.
Your attention, please.
Oh, what did I miss? My attention, please. Oh, I have to go to bed, but would love to stay and chat. But it's night-night for me to everybody. Good night, Springer Shadow. Thank you very much for spending your time with us. I really strongly appreciate it, and you're always a great person to have around. So hopefully there'll be some progress. to show soon, but yeah, now you know where we're coming from, which puts a lot more of it in context if you do end up having to sleep through some of the evening for me streams. All right. And Shadow, if you figured out what your command is, feel free to DM me when you've got a moment. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. That way I can start working on it. All right. Oh, really? Oh. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't I add? And this one will be 5, and I didn't actually add it. There we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably easier. This way, 2, 3. And then right in the center section will be where we have our balcony. Or not balcony, sorry. Entrance. I'm trying to decide if I want it flat or do I want it out. Looking at a couple of different photos from this magazine, I'm going, do I like the external one or the internal one? Where it drops back. And I think I like a combination of the two. So we're going to do it outwards rather than inwards, just because we can. So we're going to have one comes up through here. Oops. 3. I know I need another one on the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then let's go across the top. Sort of spaced out. 3? Yeah. Okay. I'm not liking this. I was going to put it outwards, but I think I'll sink it inwards instead. I probably should sleep, especially with the rain. Here comes the rain again, falling on our heads like a memory. Apologies to Annie Lennox. Two. Oops, too high. Got 3 high. Let's go this way. Okay, there, we've got our hole for the door. I'm just going to steal this block. Or not. Apparently. I went down to get that, and I had no space, so I didn't pick it up. Let's just toss those for now. Block. Use the block. Then go back up and pick up the scaffolding. There we go. Alright. We're going with a medieval theme here that's going to be oak. And then I think I had the stripped oak and I left them behind. We're not going to do much more than shake our heads at that at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll come across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be 11 all told. And 13 across the back. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh! Hey, you. You're not welcome. You weren't welcome in the first place. Oh. was not nice. Yeah, okay. So, temporarily, let's just throw one. I don't know, don't care. How about up here and up there? You want to ask about my car's extended warranty? Yeah. About that. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, we're good. So that's that part of the frame. I did want it double layered. Okay, great. And then I can just go up. Oh, hi. Keep going. Huh. Okay. Let's see. 1. Don't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 and a bit. Okay. So what's actually going to happen is... Yep. Up. One, 2, 3, 4. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I need to get these stripped because the stripped wood that's in storage. And you know what? Let's leave these behind for now. Causing a bit of a headache in space. Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. There we go. I can't fly today. You guys are seeing this. You guys are seeing this. I'm not flying well today at all. Oh well. It happens, but I mean still. Okay, so for the roof, I'm thinking dark oak, just to get a dark roof. Because we've had the hay roofs, and I could go with more hay roofs. I'm thinking I'm going to try one oak roof. I'm not really sure I'm liking that. Actually, I might just go with another hay one. Keep everything very similar. Yeah, let's try that and see what it looks like. So that's gonna be my corner. There we go. 1. Ah. Come on. Let's go horizontal like a log cabin. Why not? Okay. That means I know where the hay is. That I can handle. Hay is something I do have. Wouldn't say it's in spades per se, but I do have hay. Alright. So I know where to put the stone. That way I can find it again. So, we have had... Let's get a new geek out, because that one sat there for a while. So our new... Interesting. Twice, there we go. Are you kidding me? I mean, hey, I wanted medieval stuff, but that's ridiculous. How does that happen? 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm going to leave the hay bale boxes out in the open because I'm going to need them for more houses anyways, since I think I'm going to go with that as the standard roofing.
Hello.
Hello, El Poppins, how are you doing? Good to see you, sir. We are building a house for Yellow. Yeah. Trying to decide, do I want the bales this way or the other way? Probably this way because it makes more sense, historically. I know it sounds funny, but not in a haha funny sense. Okay, do we want them to hang over? Yes. Right? Right. Is 12. Go. And up. Oh, not this again. I remember this. We're gonna use whatever we got handy to start, but yeah. Okay, let's not do this. Yeah, this side will be without the dormer window. We'll do the dormer on the other side, because nobody really wants to overlook a sheep farm. That's not pleasant. You want to overhang? Yes, I want to overhang. This way. Oops, come on. That one. And this one. I have a lot of extra wood to get rid of. And the next time I do this, it's going to be in dirt for this part, but... which is put down wrong. That's okay. Eventually I'll get this right. Really? Really? I did the same mistake when I was doing the hay bales for the sheep and cow farms in the first place. There. The only disadvantage to doing these is that they're not spawn-proof, so I need to figure out how to hide something later on, but we'll get there. Tools. Where did I put the toolbox? Toolbox is over here. Let's take this with. Come on. Toolbox. Go. Now, next question is, should I be better off flying to the roof? Well, that's... oh. Of course.
Hello.
Ooh, hello, Skyfire. Hello. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome. All right. Let's see if we can do the speed version of this. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Good to see you all. Very glad.
Hello.
And when you get a second, if you could let me know, Skyfire, what you're up to, I would really appreciate that. Hello, Juliana. Good to see you.
hello
Good to
there.
see you, Skyfire. Good to see you, Toshi Beanie. And yeah,
Hello there.
that's it so far. We're doing good. My bot jumped in. That's a different one. All right. So today we are working on a viewer-redeemed house. And so that's what we're, yeah, I was saying, that's what we're working on. It's semi-medieval style. So we're working on Yellow 94TT's house. And recently we did a pair of towers and a gate for the east wall. So the wall itself isn't finished, but it's finished enough that I was able to put the gate in. So we're not quite down on the road part, but whoa. I guess I glitched through the world. Let's try that again. But in any case, you got to see the front side of the gate for a split second there. So I can not go through the world this time. So that's the front side of the gate. And then this side is conveniently the back side of the gate. And we've got most of the world fenced in now, so that's a good start. So we've got the 2 gates to work on, but we're pausing for a viewer redemption house. So Skyfire says, I was wrangling up 4 Johnnies for a future build, did some raids, lots of derps, and popped 3 totems. Wow, that's a lot of excitement. So many people, so many cool folks, and you were doing so many cool things. All right. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd love to be everywhere at once, you know? As in, there's a reason I don't multi-park in other streams while I'm streaming, and it's just purely that I would enjoy everybody else's stream so much I'd be distracted and not actually do mine. So, yeah. Okay. I need to pull that down. That's precisely what I was doing up there. That's what I wanted. There we go. That was worth getting the right tool for the job. Sort of. Okay, let's go like that. Whatever. That's going to be one of these. Roofing is such a pain in the neck. Even when it's pretty standard roofing, it still is just a pain to do. There, now I've got the overhang and we're good. So I can go backwards. With the wrong direction and then put in the right direction. You know how it goes? Yeah, so we're just up on the roof doing Yellow's roof, part of that, and then Yellow had said make it yellow themed, but otherwise it was streamer's choice on the coloring and stuff. So we've got basically we started with an oak house. We're just gonna go with an oak one, make it nice and simple, because you know medieval and simple are generally where it's at, I guess. That one. Nope. This one. Excuse me. Nope. Still wrong. Wow, Dylan. I want this to go there. Yes. Okay. Finally. Can't let Scrublord have the win, can you? A yellow banner? Maybe at some point, yeah. There's no harm in the faux medieval yellow being affluent enough to have yellow banners heating his walls, or helping keep in some of the heat. Nothing wrong with that. So Owl Poppins is the biggest fan currently. Why, thank you very much, Mr. Owl. I appreciate that a lot. And I mean, I would ask you what you prefer to be called, because I know we've mucked around and called you a whole bunch of varying versions of your name. But the last time I asked, you said whatever it is, as long as it wasn't late for dinner. So I just picked one, and it worked. But I mean, if you want me to change it up, just let me know. That's all there is to it. And I did the back different than the front. So, yeah. I'm doing it wrong.
The way you're doing it is wrong.
See? Even the mouse from the Bear in the Big Blue House would agree. I think it's that way. This one. There we go. But then we've got a bunch that are incorrect, but that's okay. Oops. Yeah, Bear in the Big Blue House is so much fun. It's silly. And my kids, when I showed them a clip of it, they're like, Mom, why would you ever watch that? Why? And I said, because it was fun back then. They didn't get it. It just wasn't their thing. They didn't understand. Not everybody's into Jim Henson stuff as much as I like to be, so sometimes they lose out. Bear's super cuddly. Yeah. Bear is cute as well. But sometimes Bear is weird. I mean, there's plenty of people that we've seen on YouTube that have used Bear in the Big Blue House clips in their videos, and they're making Bear all kinds of creepy. Which, I can't exactly say that he wasn't a little creepy, but yeah, they're making him all kinds of creepy. Oh. Let's do it this way. There we go. Alright. But they're making him all kinds of creepy by having him sniff weird things and all kinds of... and make weird comments. Just because they take the TV show out of context. You know? Barry telling people, you smell good today, is all well and fine in context, but when it's out of context, it just... yeah, it doesn't work. But, I mean, I didn't end up watching a whole lot of, say, Blue's Clues or something like that as a kid, so Bear was a nice alternative. And I didn't even watch that regularly either. It was just happened to be a thing that was on at some point, and I would just watch it when it was on. This one, oh, and I just put a hole in the roof. Wow. Right. Nope, wrong. That stairs wrong, that would be why. Ow! Okay, so apparently those come down real easy. And those are wrong too. That's okay. You're too old to have watched that as a kid? I was at least in college. I remember eating, eating ramen and watching Bear in the Big Blue House, when I should have probably been doing more studying. So, does that... that's a little... I'm a little older than that. But that's as far as I'm gonna go with, because I do not want to give away people's ages or make any age comments, because as Fox rightly pointed out earlier, you're only as old as you feel, which means Fox is going to feel 102. That's his style. To some extent, I kind of feel sorry for the guy who got to play in Bear's outfit, or got to play Bear in the Big Blue House, because I can't imagine that animatronic outfit would be comfortable. I've seen interviews from the guy who played one of the Gorgs on Fraggle Rock, and he said, yeah, those outfits were crazy uncomfortable and crazy hot. So I can't imagine Bear in the Big Blue House would have been any better in that respect. This way, that way. Tell my kids I'm 105, but they know I'm joking. I wish Fantastic Sherlock Fox was joking sometimes. I still kind of feel a little bad for part of the reason he's so wakey and stuff. And it was just that I was encouraging our family to get out on hikes. And I mean, I'm not solely responsible, but part of it anyways. And so in with the hiking, he's not... You're only as old as you feel, though. But in with some of the hiking, we went on a lovely little one where the path itself was somewhat sketch. And, yeah, so the path was somewhat sketch, and so he went on ahead to check as things were narrowing, because we were in a bottom of creek bed at that point. But unfortunately, the drawback was that he got standing on a wet log, slipped, and his system did not like the fact that it was thrown into a very sudden iron cross. So, as you can imagine, that was a little on the uncomfortable side, and it dislocated his shoulder. Result from that was just that poor Fox got to be... Oh, I just went and took this all down and then I have to put it up again. Silly me. Resulting effect anyways was that poor fantastic Sherlock Fox, his body does feel older than it probably should. Okay, where am I here? This one. I'm trying to line up front into this one there. That, and go up a little higher. One, two, three. Yeah, there we go. So, things like that'll make you feel agey. Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, he can! Yeah, that fox goes crazy distances. That guy just walks circles around just about everybody else I know. We've talked about it before. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, I shouldn't say loves. That would be inaccurate. He's a little bit, bothered if he doesn't finish... doesn't manage to finish closing his rings on his Apple Watch for the day. Okay, where is the strip logs? Oh, come on. Oops. Because we still have a little ways to go to get top peak on this one. 2, 3... Oh, not that way. Bonanza. I've still got this, like, that's one where I can get the theme song in my head really quickly. I used to love watching Lorne Greene shows. I'm not quite sure why, because Lorne Greene... He was a weird actor, but he had a voice that was almost David Attenborough-esque in terms of being able to make you want to listen. What have we got here? Oh. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. Oh, nope. There is that one. 6. Let's try it that way. 7. There's your peak. That house is huge. Yep, that house is huge. Star Trek. Star Trek was my junior high years. A part of my junior high years. So I had one of the red jumpsuit uniforms. So that was after... Although maybe the way I fly now, it's got something to do with it. But that was after the red security incident kind of stuff. Okay. We only need 2 rockets to get up this roof, right? Right? So only can splat on a roof with only 2 rockets. There we go. Okay, so I need to go this way. 1 row. Oops. Well, that's accurate, but weird spot to put it. Yeah, Fantastic Sherlock Fox had some interesting experiences with cartoons in his years, but I would say that one of the things that he and I shared, whether it be for good or bad, I'm going to assume for bad, is we shared the experience of having reruns in our house. Syndication was a big thing in my house, so I saw a lot of old 60s stuff and 70s stuff on syndication. Hence, you know, MASH and Hogan's Heroes and Airwolf and all that jazz. Because by the time I paid attention, that stuff was... By the time I paid attention, that stuff was all old. Paid attention, though, is not something that apparently I'm doing today. Okay. Original Thomas and Friends with Ringo Starr was cool. Yeah, when he played the conductor, that was so much fun. And also when they had Lily Tomlin in there, and really early on Lily Tomlin used to do Sesame Street, which I thought was kind of fun. So they had Dee Dee Khan, but there was a period when Lily Tomlin was doing Sesame Street. And that was, for me, a lot of fun. Okay. I honestly would say that I think the Ringo Starr period of Shining Time Station with the Thomas and Friends was a lot more fun than some of the later stuff, because though they had fun with the animations, the later stuff just really didn't catch my attention as much because they had redone all the animations. I actually quite liked the early stuff where it was Yep. But I like the early stuff where the actors, or not the actors, sorry, the people telling the stories were telling them while what was being shown, correct me, while what was being shown on screen was actually like models that had movable eyes, but they didn't actually move, if that makes any weird sense.
2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate!
Perfect, I could use that. I just went on a mental blank there briefly. So everybody who's got water or adult beverage or coffee or whatever you got, go for it. I think those stories were actually better, Mr. Poppins. And the reason I liked them more, and I think they were better, okay, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason I like them better is not just that they were told better, but also that it was neat to see how the animation studio dealt with things like smoke out of a chimney or or similar elements. Okay, I can start with this one. That's one I can put down for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I only need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Not 4 either. Two, 3. Okay. So this is where it's going to get a little bit weird. I'm going to try and put in a dormer window, but I'm thinking I probably should have done it across the top. So the first 3 rows up here can be done successfully before I do the part that goes across the top. Makes no sense, but it doesn't and it does all at the same time. 2, 3. 2, 3, 1. There we go. Okay, that one. Okay. Fitting it up from the inside is kind of confusing for me. This one's wrong. Doesn't make any sense. Me a hall redeem. Wouldn't yours be filled you a foxhole? Yeah, it's a mighty big house. But once we get the routine going, that shouldn't be as bad each time. I mean, I could have done it with stairs, but it would have been the same. Oh, actually, stairs would be faster, now that I think about it. Too late. Oh, yellow got a yellow-themed house. There, yellow is the roof. How's that? Huzzah. Good excuse as any. Okay. Yep. Definitely doing these out of wood afterwards, for at least some of them. Do it straight. Probably should be a ridge pole across the center, but I'll deal with that later. One row. Trouble. Your daytime trouble. Where'd that other guy go? Probably under the ridge somewhere. Doesn't have a burrow. No, you're right though, it is the Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Oh shoot, so Mr. Fantastic Fox needs something. But definitely wood roofs would be faster. Not as period accurate, I'm afraid. What I might actually do is just build houses and then put the roofs on separate. As in, like, just do that roofing off camera. That's probably easier, so... I'm not using shaders, silly game. Stop reloading them. Alright. Three. We'll worry about windows later. Okay, so I'm just going to mark myself this one by stripping it so that I know that I don't end up stripping above that point. Stripping logs above that point. We might have to. And we could make the houses smaller, but we can also make the redeem a good bit more expensive. That helps too. And the first one always takes longer than the rest. Three. Oops, I forgot about that. Okay, that's not pleasant. I don't like those at all. Oh, come on. I'm shooting over them. Really? Are you kidding me? I have an infinity bow, but honestly, man. Okay. This going. 1, 2, 3. What else did we drop off the back? This one and that one. Alright. Sophisticated fox? Definitely. Yeah, this sophisticated fox does not like tenting. Every once in a while we have a conversation saying, yeah, we're going to try tenting as a family. We're going to buy all the gear, we're going to do it. I think we're going on year 3 of not actually doing it. And that's just, it is what it is. The kids get enough of their fill with scouting. And in all honesty, I'm not sure they love tenting. But if they know that they can potentially tent with scouts and then not have to with family, I think they like it that way. Okay, so we got most of that done. And then it's just roofing that part. Oh, missed a couple of blocks here. Ah, I missed a couple of blocks. How convenient. 1, 2. Come on. 3. Here we go. That's mostly just roofing? Is it? Really? Really? I need to worry about windows and such over here as well, but we'll just fill it in and deal later. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not all windows, how we get the extra strip items, but yeah. Okay, so how are we doing? Wow. I can't say that house has taste at all. It definitely needs help. It certainly needs help. What do we got? And this. Do this one, that one, this one. All right. Now we're back to roofing, I believe. Let's do the outside of the house first, though. So we got a door. Did I put anything away for wood? Nope, that would have made sense. Okay. Let's see what we've got. So if I build from the door, 3 out, I think. And this ledge. I'm just gonna ballpark it. So 1, 2, And 3. Okay. Do it in stone and make it wood later. Not what I wanted. Okay. 8. So we're gonna pretend. Let's see, let's put placeholders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take stone down from here. Oops. Really? This is like a janky noob build. Okay. That'll be 3 wide, and then I'll have a landing. Something like that to stick out. Because then I can actually have more stairs come down. That way. Since these are placeholders, I'm okay with that. Oh, that's why that looks weird. Well, then you make no sense when you do it that way. How's jank are us? There we go. All right. Goes that one. Just one who likes to. What did I miss then? Okay. Sorry, I heard a weird little bloop as something popped up, but it didn't actually pop up. Okay, and these will be out further. Oh, Geek Out. I see what happened there. So Geek Out has changed. 4 films in which a courtroom scene appears. Wow. Really? Okay. This one, 2. I don't like the stairs. I need to redo the stairs, but I'll do that a little bit later. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 2. Welcome back from work, Skyfire. I appreciate that. Hopefully things went well. Alright. So I know that I said I was going to do this in wood. Just want to see how that shape would look. It's still missing something down below. I don't like the way that works. Maybe make it bigger, I suppose? 1, 2, 3, maybe. This, that, and pull these out further again. It's not the material I want, but it's getting close to the shape I want. If I... I'm not claiming that any of this is my design, so... It's like trying to follow a tutorial in a weird way without actually having the tutorial to hand.
Everybody hydrate!
Everybody hydrate. Anybody else who's thirsty? Grab a drink. Part of the reason the first one always takes so long is because it's a bit of figuring things out, and then, truthfully, actually, it just occurred to me I could even do thatch roofs on everything if I wanted to, because, aha, so I missed an element, okay. But if I wanted to, I could do thatch roofs on everything, because the easiest way to do this, what I'm probably going to do, is use different materials, but change it into a schematic. We just plant the schematic and off we go. That's probably the best idea, but in the meantime, one needs dirt. Dirt. Oh, and rockets. Ooh, I was actually saying, let's use the rockets to get to the rockets. Well, that's not happening. Yeah, that would be a good reason to stop for the day, Fox. I'm sorry to hear that, though. We're only 1 hour difference than the time zone where his business is located, but I can imagine that he's probably getting pretty tired. Come on. Anywhere, please? Rockets. Huzzah! Now there's something I haven't done before. I know it sounds cheesy to be pleased with that, but I'm usually a fairly bad flyer, and the fact that I made it up there and managed to gain height at the end, I'm pleased. I've never done that before. You know, probably just easier to do it this way. Get the overhang real quick. The annoying bit will be taking it down from the inside because I don't need a double layer thick thatch. one row. Alright, so this is where a dormer would probably start. I'm not sure if I can do a dormer in thatch. It's not my skill level. But hey, I'm gonna find out. I'm game for just about anything. Okay, so let's see what I can get from the top. The design I'm using for that is done in stairs. So figuring it out, my brain is kind of go, how many rows is that? And then divide it by 2. Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 3 down from the top. Center. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try 3 or 4 out. Where are we? Roughly centered? Okay, so what did I say? 11, 13. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Minutes, Dill. As it's Tuesday, we're heading over to Huge Stormy Owl. Yes, indeed, we are. It's an owl day. Owl day, not to be confused with Apple Day, or the Owl Day shooting range thing, but it's definitely a Huge Stormy Owl day. A Scrub Lord and a Shrub Lord? Nope. Nope, they should be the same unless you just met the new Timmy. And I think you know what I mean by that one. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, since it's free to create accounts on Twitch, I would not be surprised if we had a Shrub Lord and a Scrub Lord next time I looked. Oops, not this one. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Hay bale dormer. Okay. That's, different. But I made it happen, sort of. Now the advantage, even if I do it in hay bales for the roof in the future, the advantage to doing it as a Lightmatic is that I can use the Easy Place feature, which will mean that I don't have to worry about having hay bales stuck to other hay bales in order to be able to put something against it. I can actually build them in the direction I want in the schematic without actually worrying about any of that nonsense, which is quite pleasant. So this one, and this one comes out here. What does that look like? I think we still need the hangover, but it's survivable? Being as it's hay bales, I actually probably would be better off, pardon me, to change the direction. Yeah. So I oopsed on that one. That's okay, I can fix it. I can fix it. And the Easy Place is like such a rescue. This one can go that way. Well, it can't. That caused myself a bit of a problem, but it's not insurmountable. At least I just have to build and then clean it out afterwards. There we go. Great, and then that one's fine. This one. And that one's fine. Oh shit, this one's wrong. This one's wrong. That looks really weird in hay, but we will get there. Okay. Do this. One, two, four. That sounds easy enough. Kinda, sorta. Wow, was that ever jank? This one's the one I messed up. That. This hay for houses thing may be going out the window. Now, I wouldn't have ever considered dormers in hay bales at all. I mean, that's about as dumb as it sounds. But if I hadn't seen it, and I've seen it done, so I've got to see it in first person, the dormers in hay bales. So, as I said, I know it can be done, and it was probably not the world's smartest decision to do, but there you have it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a try, because this one is funky. Let's see. Do this one, do that, this, and that. 2, 3. This one, and that. Alright. That's what an official technical dormer roof would look like. It's weird. I don't think I like it, so off screen I'm gonna tear it out. I think if I'm gonna go with straight roofs, then I can use the hay bales as a concept. But I think if I need to go with shapes, just the hay bales, with the banding or not, it still doesn't really work. It's not the safest material when it comes to fire. Well, that's why I'm doing this only on a server that does not have fire spread. But weirdly enough, there is a chemical they can spray on it, so it's got a little bit less likelihood to catch on fire. Did I get that one? Yeah, okay. I mean, yellow wanted a yellow roof. Careful what you ask for. Okay. One more. Let's go get ourselves crashing into the roof again. Where is last of these? This bottom edge, I think it was, right? Yeah. definitely not the safest roof material when it comes to fire, though. But I mean, there's some really neat things that you can do with it. We've seen some really neat trimming in the way that people have done the upper edge of their houses in real life. Looks pretty cool. There's some neat artistic wire work done, and I've seen all sorts of shapes in terms of curves and points and squaring and stuff along the edges of the roof. So what they would actually do, but I mean, you guys have probably heard this before. What they would often do with the thatch is have a lot of layers with this part showing, and then towards the top, to actually go up and over, you would see more of this sort of angle on it, as in you would see the bands, and then what people do with the banding looks really, really cool. But does not work to try and replicate that in Minecraft. Wish I could, you know, would be nice, but not happening. Okay, did I get the end? Oh, missed one. Missed one. Where is it here? There. So yellow's got yellow in the in the most literal way. All right, and then I've got interiors and whatnot to do, but that's it. And then I don't have to worry about windows. That's kind of nice. I mean, you know, most of these Minecraft books, you're dealing with windows that are, what do you call it? Frequent and, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did that wrong. This, there we go. Middle of the room. This one. We actually won't have any more windows than that, and I think I'm going to close up this one and that one. And I do also need to figure out how to punch through, not how to, but where I want to punch through for a chimney, because, you know, we gotta have one and it has to be above the roof line, right? Right. Probably, actually, straight up the center would make far more sense. So, I'm going to tear out this part. Now that I did all that work, I need to figure out the back part. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 will probably work. And come out the other side. This, tear down. All the way. Go. Take that out. And floors. I'm gonna go with bricks because bricks, yes. One out. Oops, maybe not quite that wide. This is not for realism purposes, it's just more convenient for you to think of that way. Safety third. Yes, definitely. Okay. Since I can't seem to fly anyway, let's just fall off this. That'll work. now. We're not below the roof line yet. Of course. No, not those. These. Huh. How am I going to simulate that? Do I have more blocks? Well, I blew the entire stream on building... No, I did not actually tell you which briquette is next. Nope. No spoilers there. I'm definitely doing a brickhead next. Let's put those together. Mossy cobble. Ooh. Ooh, I've used a bit of that. Okay. I thought I had bricks. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Alright, where am I here? I'm about to redeem for it, then you weren't sure if I was ready. Well, it's 7 o'clock, so actually it's probably not the world's best solution today anyhow. So it's right on the top of the hour, and we normally head over to our fine friends at the Owls at this point. But, that said, the brickheads are all Harry Potter themed, and so I was thinking... Yep, I was thinking... Now let me grab the box. So we have 6 to choose from. So I'm gonna hold them up. You won't be able to see it very well, but I will post pictures in the Discord. So we've got these two, and we've got the purple-headed Nymphadora Tonks, and then we've got the Kingsley Shacklebolt from the Ministry of Magic as well. That's one start. So we can do one of those. Then the other ones. Yeah, that's an unshredded side. So the other ones we got 4. Whoa, there we go. So I was thinking we might start with Snape, just because it's nice and simple, easily recognizable. Anyway, oh wait. And so that's probably the easiest one to start with the one on this end here. But we can start with any of them, it really doesn't matter which. And that's what we can work on next time. So that's the Harry Potter stuff coming for the day. Because Snape is probably the least interesting of the outfits that the characters have. No worries. Yeah, so I have Lego available. We finished the Slytherin banner this morning, and so before we move on into the Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw banners, then we might as well switch over and do a head. And do I have bricks? I did 1 block of bricks, I meant to do 2. Alright, so what I'm going to do between streams is I'm going to finish off Yellow's house, and that will probably be the yellow part of it. And then after that, we're going to probably see how the bamboo works as a design. But the shape of it I'm liking. The color's a little awful, actually. So I'm going to play around with it and see what I like, because this is definitely not finished product. Yeah, I hope the bamboo works out too. Definitely we'll be covering that on stream, whether it does or it doesn't, one way or the other. I'll definitely make sure that we get a good look at that. And I also just realized I didn't finish the overhangs on this end either. So, yeah. It's not going with the oak. So I might have to switch out the oak. The other thing I could do instead of the oak is go with thatch, but then instead of like mushroom blocks or something, I could actually use bone block. Yes, bone blocks. Wow, Fantastic Shock Fox, that's painful. You made me smile though, so it's all good. Okay, so let's go up to the top so we can get a half decent shot, and then we're out of here. Come on. Night. Oh. This will be down. What did I do wrong in here? Oh, I see. Okay. This one and that one. In any case, we've got some silliness to go. Oh, F6? I don't even know what that does. There we go. I'm wearing armor, apparently. Now I know what it does. There we go. Alright, so this is more or less what we did in stream. We got places. It's not the final product. I'm not super pleased with it, so I will be playing around with it during Stormy's stream, and we'll show you guys the results tomorrow. Have yourselves a fantastic night. Let's see if we can get this stream started, and then I'll give my specific thank yous. Ooh, happy buttons. There we go. See if we can get the mischief managed.
Mischief managed.
There we go. So thanks for a good stream, guys. I really appreciate everyone coming by. We have to go with this. So thank you to Fantastic Shock Fox. Oh, I did not actually reset since this morning, so I'll try and catch some of the ones that we had on the way through. Thank you very, very much to Skyfire for bringing your crew through. I appreciate that every time you come by. Also, thank you to the new follower from Neil and from Robo Crusher. I appreciate that as well. Let's see what else we've got. And to Fantastic Shock Fox, Owl Poppins, wow. Springer Shadow and Yellow for spending their points. Also to Fox for being our moderator this evening, and Scrublord as well. And we have double headers from Max Money and ITT Tom. There's a story behind that, I'm sure. I have to figure out the text. Let's see. And then thank you to subscribers and conversation from Springer Shadow, and from Poodle, and from James, and from Skyfire, as well as... That's about it. Oh, and Neil. I'm sorry so much I missed your attendance. I apologize for that. Also, thank you very much to Robo Crusher for having good conversation with us. And the Spud Dude. Ooh. Lyric, Al Poppins, Toshi Beanie, and Jilliana. So thank you everybody that came by and stayed. We're going to head on over to the Owls now, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.